Next example. Who watched wandering wild time and the rain, made a miracle from green growing pain. See here how many words are repeated. So first we are taking the who, watch, wandering, while. So were is repeated here. Okay. See the next made miracle. This also repeated here. One more. See green and growing. Okay, this is also repeated. This sound is repeated. So in first line we can say who, watch, wandering, while. So were sound is repeated. Then made a miracle, made miracle is repeated. And green g and growing g is repeated. That's why it is alliteration figure of speech. The sound of the letters W and M and G has been repeated. That's why it is alliteration figure of speech. Okay. See the next figure of speech is, the next line is came back thinner, rather poor, but richer by cherry tree at my door. So see here, the b sound is repeated here, but by b it is repeated. The sound of the letter b is repeated. That's why it is alliteration figure of speech. Okay. See the next one. Pink, fragile, quick to fall at the merest breath, the sleepest breeze. So which letter is repeated here? Yes, very good. F letter is repeated. Firstly, we are going to see the F letter. Okay. So see here, F, fragile, fall. Okay. Then we can see the next figure, the repeated word is breathe and breeze. Okay. That's why it is alliteration figure of speech, because fragile f and fall f is repeated. Okay. And breathe b and breeze b, it is repeated. That's why it is alliteration figure of speech. Yes. Yes. See the last figure of speech, last line of alliteration figure of speech. Of nectar from each bloom, and the sun shone sweetly, and the stars turn into the sky. So here, if you will observe the line, then definitely you can come to know that here sun then sang sweetly and the stars. Okay, then the sky. This is repeated. That's why it is alliteration. See, the sound of the letters is repeated. That's why it is alliteration figure of speech. Okay. Yes. So this is the examples of alliteration and the definition of alliteration. Now it is homework time. You have to read the poem. Now you come to know what is alliteration. That when the sound repeated, maybe it can be consonant sound, it can be alliteration sound, it can be consonant sound, it can be vowel sound. Um, okay, so this is alliteration. Yes, so now homework time. Many lines I have written here from the poem for your example, but many lines are there in the poem. So study that and write down the alliteration figure of speech. Okay, till then, goodbye. Stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy. Okay, bye. Hello, students. Hello, everyone. Here in this lecture, we are going to see the figure of speech alliteration. In last lecture, that time I have taught you the introduction of figure of speech, and I have told you that in next lecture I am going to take your figure of speech. So I am going to begin with the alliteration. Alliteration is a very easy figure of speech. So it is very much easy to identify also and to explain also. So I can say that if alliteration figure of speech is asked in the examination, so you can keep your 2 marks in the pocket from today itself, because it is very easy figure of speech. See, today we are going to see first the definition of this figure of speech. See first what is the definition. Here in a letter, in a sentence, in a one sentence, the definition is explained, so you can understand it easily. What is the definition of alliteration? See here, the letter or alphabet is repeated. What is alliteration? The letter or alphabet is repeated. So might be that alphabet might be the consonant sound or maybe the vowel sound. Any sound can be there, but how that is repeated. So repeated sound is important. Okay, so repeated sound, it means alliteration. Okay, I hope you got it. See, one more definition. What is alliteration? Having the same consonant sound or vowel sound, letter repeats. Okay, what is the important point to remember in alliteration figure of speech? And that definition, that having the same consonant sound. See, again and again I am repeating, the sound is very much important. Okay, so when the sound repeated or the letter repeated, that time it is alliteration figure of speech. See here, example is also given, that Kiran's kids kept playing. So you can see here properly that see, just a minute, I'm showing you. Yes, okay, see here, this Kiran's kids and kept k. So this k is repeated. See, again I'm telling you that when the sound repeats, so here k, Kiran kids, kira k and kept k is repeated. That's why it is alliteration figure of speech. Okay, see the next one. See the next example, that life is lived its very best. Okay, here again, see, uh, the life, just a minute. Yes. Okay. Yes, I'm using here. So, see, life, lived, it's very best. So, here at the beginning of the word, l and life, l and lived, l is repeated. That's why this is the example of alliteration. See the second line. Road is full of snakes and scorpions. Okay, see, sir. It is repeated. The sound sir, consonant sound sir is repeated. That's why it is alliteration. See here also, she sells sea shell at the shore of sea. See here, sells a, sees a, hears a, shells a, and shores a, and sees a. Okay, so this is repeated. That's why it is alliteration. Yes, I hope that now you understand that to which line we can say that it is the alliteration, that when in a line or in that word the same sound repeated. Okay, so when the sound is repeated more than one time, so that time it is alliteration figure of speech. Okay, I hope you got this, that alliteration figure of speech. What is alliteration figure of speech? We have seen the definition, we have seen the example. So this example I have taken, I have borrowed this from the outside, but in your textbook, your first poem, The Cherry Tree, so that is also having the same figure of speech is used in that poem also. So I'm just showing you the example of that poem's line. See here the example. 8 years have passed since I place my cherry seed in the grass. Okay. See here. You can see here since sir and seed sir. Okay. 8 years have passed since I placed my cherry seed in the grass. So answer is alliteration. Why? Because you have to give the example. Yes, the explanation also. The sound of the letter sir is repeated for poetic effect. Okay. See here the word that uh, since I place my cherry seed in the grass, so this sir, since sir and seed sir is repeated in the line. So here the explanation is the sound of the letter sir, since sir and seed sir. So the sound of the letter sir S is repeated for poetic effect. That's why it is alliteration figure of speech. Okay. So the next one. Goats ate the leaves. The grass cutter said, split it apart and monsoon blight. Okay. See here again. Goat go, grass go. Okay. Then spelled sir, slender sir, stem sir, strip sir. Okay. Split it apart and a monsoon blight shrift the slender stem. Okay, even so is repeated and g is repeated. See, alliteration means what? The sound of the letters g and s repeated. That's why it is repeated. Sorry, alliteration, figure of speech. Okay. See the next.